Hello and welcome to 5 Drive School of Motoring. It's Mohammed. I hope you guys are doing great. In this video, I've taken the clips out of the real practical driving test of my learners where they've made a serious or dangerous mistake. So I hope you can enjoy this video. Okay, right. This test was taken at Heaton Driving Test Centre and learner is heading towards a taller lane roundabout. So they are on taller lane and they were asked by the examiner to take fourth exit towards Duckworth Lane or BRI. So when you're taking fourth exit, technically you should think about being in the right lane. So that's the sign for the roundabout. So towards hospital, that is the exit learner had to take. But learner goes into the left lane, which is obviously not right. However, what is the worst thing? You will see now that learner changes the lane at the last second without any observation and tries to come in the right lane now. And learner fails the test for no observation, change of direction. If learner carried out straight ahead in the left lane to take the first exit, learner would have been alright. Yes, it is a wrong direction, but if it's done safely, examiner can't really fail you. Okay, the second clip. Now learner is coming up to double mini roundabout. So what learner does here is when learner approaches the mini roundabout, you will see the sign in a second. So when learner gets to the mini roundabout, learner just slams on the brake and stops, which was obviously not required at all. So you can see this is a sign for double mini roundabout. So learner should have slowed down and observe if it's safe or not, and he should have carried on. So learner is coming up at a decent pace and all the oncoming traffic, none of them are signaling right, which means no one is going to be going in front of the learner, and learner just slams on the brake here and stops and causes people behind to slow down. So you can call it hesitancy or not checking mirrors before braking. This test was taken at Thornbury Test Centre. A learner was asked to take the second exit at the roundabout. However, examiner told learner to stay in the right lane to follow the road ahead. As you can see the signboard on the left, it says left lane goes left only. So learner should have stayed in the right lane, and even examiner told learner to stay in the right lane as well. So they were okay here. So learner approaches in the right lane on approach, but then learner gets really confused. I've got no clue why, probably it's test pressure. So here learner starts to move into the most right lane, gets really confused, and second exit was straight ahead, so he should have been in the left lane there. So he swerves to the left. As you can see, probably you can't notice this as much in this video, but the learner swerves to the left from the right lane into the left lane, and he gets a serious mistake for not observing before changing the direction. Okay, in this short clip, while learner was on the test, learner did not realize that it is 20 miles an hour zone, even though there were plenty of reminders. As you can see on the left hand side as well, it says 20 miles an hour. But what learner does is learner goes up to about 26 miles an hour on this road, and it does not realize it's a 20 miles an hour zone, and he picks up a serious mistake for use of speed or appropriate speed, whatever you want to call it. Obviously it was overspeeding, so learner picked up a serious mistake there. In this video, learner was asked to carry out a parallel park exercise. So when learner started to steer to the left, learner went too close to the curb, and they did not realize that they were about to hit the curb. And in the end, what happens, the steering to the right was very late. They end up bumping into the curb. And then learner actually tries another time, but because learner was not changing anything, so it was not making anything better, so the same result was again, and hit the curb again. As you can see, they're just gonna hit the curb now in a second, and learner hits the curb here. And when learner realizes it was a bit late, there you go, as you can see. But as I said, learner tried it again, but obviously nothing was improved at all. So we got the serious mistake for reverse park control. Okay, in this video clip, examiner asked learner to go into the car park to carry out a forward way park. So what learner does is obviously follows the examiner's directions quite nicely and follows this bend to the left, and he carries out a perfect forward bay park without any problem at all. He didn't even have to correct anything. He did his mirrors, he signaled, and everything was perfectly fine. However, once the bay parking was done, examiner asked learner to reverse out of the bay and leave the car park. So in this car park, the entrance is from a different side, but the exit is on the different side. It's not really complicated at all, but you just needed to actually pay attention. Examiner guides him perfectly fine. So he's going to reverse out of the bay to the right hand side, but the exit is on the left hand side. I would call this mistake a very, how should I say it, very unlucky, but then again at the same time it was a mistake. So he leaves the car park here and he turns left. But when he gets on a new road, examiner told learner to turn right. So I'm gonna pause this video here. As you can see, the road marking on the left is clear, but on the right it isn't. So he thought it was a one-way street and he goes all the way to the right to take this right turn. So he technically took the right turn from the wrong side of the road. So, and he picked up a serious mistake for not responding to the road markings. So this was a quick video about the mistakes learners have made in recent tests. I hope you have found this video useful. If you have, please let us know. And thank you very much for watching this video.